The third principle we want to share with regards to living your life to the fullest is don't let financial constraints stop you. Financial constraints can be very real barriers with very real consequences. Money can matter. They can slow you down, but they shouldn't stop you. The internet and colleges with a wide range of affordability give most of us ample opportunities to get ahead in a knowledge economy, and that's a large part of fulfilling your life. Your challenge is to recognize that given these opportunities, your financial constraints, while very real, are relatively insignificant barriers to your success. Let me tell a few stories to make this point. When I was at Harvard some 20 years ago, I taught a course in financial statement analysis, and I had about 100 students in that class. One student stands out. One day he comes into my office and he says, I really like this class, and it's very important to me. I said, well, that's good. That's good. If you're going to take the course, it should be relevant. And he said, I came into a little money and I want to invest it, and this is going to help me. Rather humble. And I said, well, that's fine. And then shortly thereafter, a student told me just exactly how much money he came into, and it was $1 billion. Now that's a good way to start life. This student was not only rich, he was handsome, humble, and quite personable. And he's gone on and had a great career and given back a great deal to society. Most of us don't start our careers with $1 billion and a Harvard MBA, but the quality of our lives is defined more by how far we advance ourselves and our communities than where we end up. Carolyn and I and several of our friends started at a small community college, a very small community college, and we were mostly dirt poor. None of us became billionaires, yet several of our classmates have done quite well financially, and more importantly have made big contributions to their communities. The same is true for many of our students from a broad range of colleges and universities where we've had the privilege to teach. If the goal is to live your life to the fullest, getting ahead is not all about making money. Money is great, but it's not everything. It's also about how we spend our money, and more importantly, how we spend our time to advance our communities. Let me close with a story that's quite relevant here. A colleague of ours at Boston College introduced us to a former student of his, Jonathan, who had a successful career as a hedge fund manager and then decided to leave Wall Street, give it all up, and start a school in Somalia for children who didn't have opportunities. And what he wanted to do was to have these students get so prepared that they could go to the best universities in the world. What a great challenge he took on. And he's making significant progress towards this at the school. Similar initiatives by Bill and Melinda Gates and Warren Buffett and many others around the world contribute to education. By lessening the financial constraints, contributions like these make it easier for all of us to advance ourselves and our communities. But ultimately, it's up to us to seize these opportunities. You see, money can buy you educational opportunities, but money can't buy you an education. The bigger cost of an education by far is the time and commitment we make to learning and to living our life to the fullest.